Good day, I'm Lorraine Mendez and this is your JIS News for Wednesday, October 18. National Security Minister Robert Montego says government's repackaged and relaunched Get the Guns campaign has raked in a 36% increase in the removal of illegal guns from the streets. So far this year, he says 674 guns have been recovered compared to 499 in 2016. 7 of those guns were collected in the first zone of special operations in Mount Salem.
With regards to illegal ammunition, this time last year, we would have collected 7,238 rounds versus for now, some 15,667 rounds.
The Security Minister was speaking at yesterday's press conference at Jamaica House, during which Prime Minister Andrew Holness announced the second zone of special operations in Denham Town. Mr. Montego revealed that Crime Stop was reporting a 28% increase in calls that provide the police with information about illegal weapons and activities. This, he said, was largely due to a reward system offering between $75,000 and $150,000 for various firearms. Prime Minister Andrew Holness, meanwhile, said similar success was being reaped from the $100 million fund set up to reward people for providing information leading to the recovery of guns and ammunition and the capture of wanted persons.
And people have been receiving their rewards because they have been sharing information, and we have been reaping success. Solving crime pays. And I wish to remind the public, and in particular the residents of Denham Town, that there are sizable rewards awaiting your information.
In the meantime, it was also revealed at yesterday's ZOSO press briefing that the Security Ministry had increased its investment in the mobility and equipment of the JCF and JDF to support the zones of special operations. Minister Montego says 30 vehicles have been acquired specifically to be used within the zones,
which include trucks, buses, pickups, jeeps and specialized vehicles, and also repaired some specialized vehicles that are required within the zones. Additional equipment have also been purchased, inclusive of office equipment, not only for within the zones, but across the island.
He says the success of the zones of special operations will also be bolstered by broader investment in the security forces intelligence network, as well as the training capacity for increased recruits. Jamaica has received a $300,000 grant from the United Nations Green Climate Fund, UNGCF, to strengthen the island's capacity to develop and implement strategies to respond to climate change. The grant agreement was signed at Jamaica House on Tuesday. The funds will allow the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation to engage consultants to support the development of a country program for engagement with the Green Climate Fund.
I can assure you, therefore, that this support from the GCF can be considered as a first step on a journey towards the financing of many more projects that are in the CCD's project portfolio, as well as those that are still in the pre-planning phase.
The minister without portfolio in the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation says another $580,000 grant has been approved for Jamaica. Using this second grant, which will be signed in short order, government will work with the private sector to strengthen their capacity to access GCF resources for climate change action.
Submit your concept notes to us and we will get the GCF to look at them. If they meet the criteria, then we will ensure that the GCF will support your projects.
In the meantime, he says government is in the process of having the Development Bank of Jamaica accredited as a national implementing entity, where it will forge partnerships with the GCF to undertake projects that are guided by the fund's framework and the country's priorities. Jamaica is set to benefit from an initial $7.52 million in grant funding under the 9th cycle of the Caribbean Development Bank CDB's Basic Needs Trust Fund. Speaking at Tuesday's official launch of the project, Finance Minister Audley Shaw said the initiative would assist in empowering the lives of beneficiaries. The money will go towards the areas of education, transportation, enterprise development, and water and sanitation. Projects are to be implemented by the Jamaica Social Investment Fund, JIS.
And we are quick to get these funds into the hands of the JIS because we know that when it comes to the Jamaica Social Investment Fund, we get every bang for the buck.
The allocation is part of a provision of $40.8 million being made available to 9 Caribbean borrowing member countries of the CDB. And finally, National Health Fund NHF cardholders are to benefit from the addition of new drugs for the treatment of breast cancer and arthritis. The new breast cancer drugs include Faslodex injection, for which NHF offers a subsidy of more than $38,000 per 250 milligram injection. The second breast cancer drug is the Gemcit injection. NHF cardholders can access a subsidy of $2,080 per 200 milligram injection and $10,400 per 1 gram injection. For the treatment of arthritis, the NHF is offering a $13,233 reduction off the cost for each 100 milligram ReadyTux injection. There is also a subsidy of $16,165 per 500 milligram injection. These changes became effective on October 12 of this year. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Lorraine Mendez. Thanks for watching.